in Koraput. We are operating from Savasriketta, school premises are there. We are also having the possession of the Central Sale Board and other building, and we are very preparing the curriculum of the subjects which are going to be introduced from the next academic session. And at the same time, some of the areas which I myself have identified needs to be strengthened, that is academically, the skill-wise. So these also are going to be, some of the programs are going to be held in Koraput. For example, on 11th of November, we are celebrating National Education Day on 11th of November, and the governor of Odisha is taking the trouble of, going by special aircraft because, there's no, he's in Bhubaneswar. So he minister also on that particular day, and I have invited our secretary also, and that will be a very good program, the National Education Day program in Koraput. And on the 14th of November, we are going to have the English language communication skill workshop. Have these workshops for honing the communication skill in English of our students. So they'll give us a sort of crash course, 3 months, 6 weeks, 6 months like that, at various levels. And I think that by the end of 2010, our students will speak very fluently in English, because that is having a program on higher education and tribal welfare. That is, we need to know. We are having an anthropology department there, and we are going to set up a center for indigenous studies there. Areas. We must know that what kind of things they also want. That's a kind of very interactive meeting, and that's going to be a national level. The member of Planning Commission looks after higher education and tribal welfare. He is coming to inaugurate the program in Koraput. And we are making a program in collaboration with Sahitya Academy and the School of Languages toward the end of February. Now, we are this semester system, and it's a choice-based credit system. And the first workshop we had in Bhubaneswar, and at that time, there were no students, and there were no teachers either. So, it is meant, and for the students ask so many questions. So it is, with this rationale, I have decided that the second workshop, he's here with us today. So, we are going to have the second workshop, and I request the students to feel free to have to communicate. Whatever you feel, even in Odia, there are persons in Odia, if you speak that you're shy, you can't speak English, ask in Odia. Somebody will translate your question. But don't be in the dark that I don't know this.
To acquire the knowledge in a multidisciplinary subjects, students of one branch of the study can choose to gain basic knowledge, not expertise in subject and other branches of the study. The major objective of the system is to make a higher education more learner-centric, and also make it more flexible for the students to move across institutions within the university as well as between the universities. The system offers academic freedom to learners at the college level with respect to choice of allied subjects, extradisciplinary and also the minor subjects. For that reason, the institute needs to provide a list of subjects from which students make their selections. A workable combination of the subjects needs to be offered by the institution depending upon the infrastructure available, that is both manpower and also the physical infrastructure.
And it is easy to work out in technical universities. But I am from a traditional university. I find both the sides of the coin before implementing it. But implementation is a must. When I went through the Google search, I found a lot of universities in India, both central university and state universities, have already implemented credit-based system. Of course, I do not know, I have got no history about that success.
If a student makes a choice initially which is not in consonance with his aptitude or attitude, he or she can make a mid-course correction and go to a second course. This is one big advantage which our students do not have. So we have a lot of problems in adjustment. Secondly, it also caters to final needs or final internal carvings, as Professor Rath was speaking that he would have liked to take a course on Oriental literature or Indian history or world history, but he didn't have any opportunity in his student life to take those courses. So this is a disadvantage, but then the system has to actually work over time.
You still are forced to eat the 14 dishes. It doesn't matter what you do, whether you like them or not, you have to eat those 14 dishes. That's it, there's no choice for you. In comparison to this are the more modern things like the buffet lunches and the buffet dinners, where nobody serves you anything. They are all put there on the tables. You go and eat what you want. This is great because you can really eat only the things that you like and nothing else. But often what happens, especially if you are a little child, you go eat only the potato chips, drink lots of juice or maybe Coke, and then you get out, and after that you get a stomachache. What we have in the choice-based credit system, so now let's look at the education system. The traditional thing where your syllabus is very rigidly defined. Every semester you have to do 6 subjects. Fine, the 6 subjects are given to you at the beginning, you know them, you have to pass those. And whether it's a 3-semester course, 4-semester course, doesn't matter. At the end you do the subjects that are told to you, you have to pass them, and then you're out. You have absolutely no choice. The credit system, on the other hand, the choice-based credit system, it can be like a buffet. The key word here is it can be like a buffet. In the sense, set of courses are given to you, you pick and choose, and then you get out. Between these two extremes is the real practical system. Because what happens in the buffet, as I told you, is like a little cake. At the end of the dinner or lunch, you can end up with a big stomachache, you can end up with an upset stomach because you've eaten the wrong things, and only the wrong things.